Joining us now, Congressman Pete Aguilar of California. He was elected by his colleagues last week to serve in the next Congress as chair of the House Democratic Caucus, the party's number 3 position. It's great to have you on the show. Congratulations on the new position. And Jonathan Lemire has the first question for you. Jonathan?
Congressman, good morning. We'll get into in a moment your new role and the new Congress. But let's start with a very busy lame duck session ahead of you guys in this next few weeks. Talk to us about a few of the priorities here, particularly on funding for both COVID. The White House has just put together a $10 billion public health request, as well as aid to Ukraine before the Republicans take control.
Well, thanks for having me, Jonathan and Mika. Good to see you again. This is the important priority for December. We need to work with reasonable Republicans to fund the government. That's exactly what we can and should do. As an appropriator, this is something that we have worked on for months. Chair Rosa DeLauro has done an incredible job in working through the committee process. But now is a time that we need action. We need Republicans to work to set a top line number with us in the Senate. But more importantly, we need to fund our government operations, which includes, as you mentioned, COVID relief dollars as well as Ukraine aid. That's an important piece. And time again, what we have heard recently now, where Republicans now want to condition Ukraine aid. So we can't have that. We need to make sure that we're doing everything we can to stand up to the authoritarianism of Russia and make sure that Ukraine has the resources that they need.
And let me just follow up briefly on that last bit about the Ukraine aid. We did hear from Kevin McCarthy, who is the favored to be the next House Speaker, that there would be no longer a blank check from the United States to Kyiv, even as a terrible winter sets in there in Ukraine and Ukrainian civilians are suffering so greatly. How are you going to be able to navigate that dynamic going forward to push for the further funding that Kyiv says they so desperately need?
Well, over $30 billion in aid that the administration has requested this month. It's important that that becomes a priority. We know that there are members on the other side of the aisle who are supportive of this. Right now, Kevin McCarthy is caught in a position. He has his far flank that is telling him no, never, and we're not going to help Ukraine, maybe because they're supportive of the Russians. I don't know. But it's going to be important that we get this work done this month, working with reasonable Republicans to make sure that we can. If we can find them, we will work with them on funding government, making sure Ukraine has the resources that they need.
Hey, Congressman, it's John Heilemann here. Congratulations on your ascension to leadership as part of this new younger generational cadre that have come up and taken their place. One of the things that was happening as we headed towards Election Day in these midterms was there's kind of mounting concern among a lot of Democrats about slippage with Latino voters, a voting bloc you know a lot about. I'm curious about what you think in the aftermath of the election about what the state of the party is in connection to that very important constituency, and also what your appointment and what your election signals about the importance of that constituency to the party and what it means to Latinos to have you in there.
Well, from an electoral perspective, I think we had amazing success, and it's grounded in the reality that House Democrats understand the Latino community is not a monolith. You can't use the same talking points in South Texas as you do in South Florida or in my district in Southern California. But our political success was incredibly noteworthy. We have new members of Congress who were elected in what was supposed to be this red wave in southern New Mexico, Gabe Vasquez, Delia Ramirez outside of Chicago. These are new members, Andrea Salinas in Oregon, Yadira Caravello in Colorado. New members in areas where Latinos have not had representation at the highest levels of government. We are honored to have them come here and work with us as colleagues. It's an important step for our community. But broadly, my story is very similar to millions of people across this country. My parents and grandparents grew up here. My dad shined shoes as a kid, as a 10, 11-year-old. sneaking out of the house on Route 66 in downtown San Bernardino, staying up late and shining shoes for a couple extra bucks. He put himself, he worked almost 40 years for a local utility. That's the American dream. My parents working incredibly hard so I can have an opportunity. And so my shoes can walk in the halls of Congress. That's the story of this country. And it's not unique to the Latino community. And there's millions and millions of people who are working hard so their kids can have an opportunity behind them.
Congressman Pete Aguilar, California, thank you so much for being on this morning. We appreciate it. We look forward to talking to you again soon. And still ahead.